Barnier is trying to break up the UK Farage RAGES at snide EU tactics over May backstop. The European Commission's chief Brexit negotiator gave the Prime Minister's UK-wide, time-limited backstop proposal, which aims to provide an answer to the Irish border conundrum, a severe going-over, as he proposed 3 questions the plan must answer before becoming acceptable to Brussels. Mr. Barnier didn't completely rule out the UK's proposal becoming workable, but warned Westminster would likely have to make significant compromises for its backstop to become workable. The Frenchman also rejected the notion the EU's own backstop, which would keep Northern Ireland attached to the bloc's customs union, effectively creating a border in the Irish Sea, could not become UK-wide. Britain agreed that in the absence of any other solution, Northern Ireland would remain in full alignment with the EU's single market and customs union, but the deal was pulled at the 11th hour after DUP resistance. Mr. Barnier said, "Let me be clear, our backstop cannot be extended to the whole of the United Kingdom. It has been designed for the specific situation of Northern Ireland. The temporary backstop is not in line with what we want." This pushes the negotiations further toward having to accept the EU's proposal after Mrs. May agreed to inclusion of a backstop into the Brexit withdrawal bill in December. Clearly enraged by the potential of Northern Ireland being left in alignment with the EU while the rest of Britain isn't, prominent Brexiteer Mr. Farage called on Mrs. May to be tougher in her negotiating stance. Mr. Farage said, "Barnier is trying to break up the United Kingdom. He's not carrying out these negotiations in good faith, and it's time for Mrs. May to stand up to him." Negotiations on the backstop will continue between the UK and EU, with Brexit Secretary David Davis arriving in Brussels on Monday morning for private discussions with Mr. Barnier. Amid rumors of resignation, Mr. Davis remained at his role after Westminster was plunged into chaos at the prospect of offering an indefinite backstop, which has since been made time-limited but with no fixed end date. The Brexit Secretary will likely be posed with 3 questions on the potential workability of the UK's latest customs proposal. Mr. Barnier said his team will continue to analyze the UK paper to ensure it avoids a hard border, respects the integrity of the single market and customs union, and it is an all-weather backstop. Reinforcing the EU's proposal, he added, "These questions require further discussion. The UK itself recognizes that these questions are relevant and difficult. But let me recall that our backstop provides answers to each of these questions. It provides specific solutions to the unique situation of Northern Ireland. The UK is taking a different angle, however. It is looking for a UK-wide solution,